Shalom. Yesterday I was in the Word, reading in Revelation, and I was reading a lot in Revelation chapter 11, trying to figure all of this out some more. Praise the Father. We have the Spirit to guide our eyes. I'm going to read to you some out of Revelation chapter 11. I'm not going to unlock it all for you, because this message is about preparing the way of the Lord, preparing the way for our Messiah Yeshua to return. He's coming back again. Now, Revelation chapter 11, and to read, like a measuring rod was given to me, and the messenger stood, saying, Rise, and the messenger in the dwelling place. Rise and measure the dwelling place of Elohim and the slaughter place and those worshipping in it. But cast out the court which is outside the dwelling place, and do not measure it, for it has been given to the nations, and they shall trample the set-apart city underfoot for 42 months. Now, what is this set-apart city? Jerusalem. It always has been. And I shall give unto my two witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days clad in sackcloth. These are the two olive trees and the two lampstands that are standing before the Elohim of the earth. And if anyone wishes to harm them, fire comes out from their mouths and consumes their enemies. If anyone wishes to harm them, he has to be killed in this way. These possess authority to shut the heavens so that no rain falls in the days of their prophecy. And they possess the authority over the waters to turn them into blood and to smite the earth with all the plagues as often as they wish. And when they have ended their witness, the beast coming up out of the pit of the deep shall fight against them and overcome them and kill them, and their dead bodies lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Mitzrayim, where also our master Yeshua was impaled. Guys, that is Jerusalem. Sodom and Mitzrayim. For those of you who don't know, Mitzrayim is Egypt. Sodom and Gomorrah. Anybody? Now that I've read that, we're talking about where do I go? These two witnesses, they're operating, and like Yeshua said in John chapter 4, the hour is coming now is where true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For such worshipers, the Father is seeking to worship him. The Father is actively seeking people to worship him in spirit and in truth. What spirit? The spirit of Elijah, with boldness and power and authority, and in truth, guarding and keeping the commands of the Most High, for they lead to righteousness as we believe and obey. Okay? Because it's the Father's love language, simply. How does he receive love? We obey him. We trust that his word is good and true. But they possess authority over the waters to turn them into blood. Moses, anybody? To smite the earth with all plagues, so that no rain falls in the days of their prophecy. Elijah, anybody? That's 1 Kings right there. Elijah went as far as challenging the king and the queen. I forget the king's name, but you'll never forget the queen, Jezebel, and the 450 prophets of Baal. But the God who answers by fire, let him be God. Right? Prophets of Baal, they go first, and they begin slitting their wrists and crying out to their God. The God who answers by fire, let him be God. Yeah, he's already answered by water. He's cleansed the earth with water. He's going to cleanse the earth with fire this time. It's going to happen. Now, here's the meat of the message. John the Baptist came in the spirit of Elijah. Elijah's already come. The spirit of Elijah has come. He's not coming back again. These two witnesses are going to be people like you and me, tormenting the earth in spirit and in truth, testifying to the goodness of the Father and letting people know the truth of the word of the Most High. Being just like Yeshua spoke him to be. In Matthew 3:3, this is he who is spoken of through the prophet Isaiah, a voice of one calling in the wilderness, prepare the way for the Lord, make straight the paths for him. And then, of course, that's a quotation of Isaiah. And Isaiah literally says, a voice of one calling in the wilderness, prepare the way for the Lord, make straight in the desert highway for our God. Make straight his path. They were calling out abominations. John the Baptist was a pest to Herod. He was the king in the day. And his wife, with very much so a Jezebel spirit, wanted his head on a platter. So much so that she had her daughter do a lustrous dance very provocatively on the king. An abomination. You know what? Let's talk about abominations, because that's what John the Baptist was calling out. Calling out abominations. Let's talk about abominations because they translate to today. Leviticus 18:22, you shall not lie with a male as with a woman. It is an abomination. Leviticus 20, verse 13, if a man lies with a male as with a woman, both of them had committed an abomination, and they shall surely be put to death. Their blood is upon them. Deuteronomy 22:5, a woman shall not wear a man's garment, nor shall a man put on a woman's cloak, for whoever does these things is an abomination to the Lord. Hitting home, anybody? You don't have to look far. You don't have to look far. These things are an abomination to the Most High God. Proverbs 12:22, the lying lips are an abomination to the Lord, but those who act faithfully are his delight. Proverbs 17:15, he who justifies the wicked and he who condemns the righteous are both like an abomination to the Lord. Yesterday was Easter. Should anything else be said? The insignificant president of this nation called it a day for sight for the LGBTQ. those abominations. That man is a pedophile. He is an abomination. Trust me when I say the Father will have his vengeance. Everyone who is arrogant in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Be assured he will not go unpunished. Proverbs 16:5. Be assured. We've got this eclipse coming. It's a sign in the heavens. He gave us the sun, the moon, and the stars for signs, and he's using all of them right now. You want to question what's going on? Prepare the way of the Lord. Yeshua's coming back again, and he's coming like a thief in the night. Praise the Father that all you have to do is believe on him, that anyone who would believe would not perish but have everlasting life. Just believe. Yeshua is coming back again, speedily. It's time to prepare. This is the truth of the word of the Most High. He's coming back again. And if preparing the way looks like tormenting the earth with the truth of the word of the Most High living God, then so be it. That's just what it looks like. We're two witnesses, guys, operating in spirit and in truth, just like John the Baptist did, holding fast to the commands, pointing towards the Messiah, and operating in the boldness of the Spirit. That's what the Father desires of us. That's what's required of us in these days to come. So go stand in love, with compassion, perform miracles, do these things. So that's the Spirit that dwells in you. Shalom.